Welcome to this Alpha SC2 Team League game, or matchup, whatever you want to say. We're here with Inaequalis versus Lair Omega. It's the Alpha SC2 Team League Amateur Series, round of 16 of the playoffs. And let's go. Top right hand corner of year 0, which is going to be the map. There we have our Protoss player for Inaequalis. It's Shadowfall. And over in the top left, his opponent, Terran. Here we go. For the Lair Omega team, it's Thor. And then we see Factory coming up after the first barracks. Reactor is there. Could be a Hellion thing right there. But let's see if that is actually going to be the case. On the other side, for Shadowfall. Yeah. Looks like a good old gateway expansion. Pylon finishing. And first Stalker coming out. So, with the Stalker first, we might have the Twilight Council being chosen next. Do we have any proxies? Nope. No, we don't have any proxies. Okay, that's the robotics actually. Okay. But going for the robo now. What is the Stalker for? Just take out the worker. Just as a Reaper defense potentially. Because now we have an Adept in production, which kind of indicates like, yeah, could be an Adept drop, right? On the other side, against the Terran, going for Adepts, for me always seems a little bit weird. Simply due to the fact that we have the need for 3 Adepts to kill a worker, instead of just 2 against, yeah, Protoss and Zerg. But still, it could be the case. Second gateway being dropped, third gateway being dropped. And what is this? Okay. Stalker, Adept, into Robo with no Warp Prism, but an Observer first. Maybe he's expecting Banshee. Could be the case. And as you see in the production tab, that actually is what he's going to face. Also, Widow Mines could be a thing, right? And both of them kind of happens, so. But then, yeah, we have 4 Widow Mines, but no Starport. Okay, that's the Observer. We have no Starport, so there's not going to be... Okay, sorry, we have a Starport, but there's no Medivac. It's coming up now. So the 4 Widow Mine drop will be occurring afterwards, and he's just going for the bunker now. Thor just walls up everything. Yeah, has delayed the expansion just a bit. And now wants to go for some damage. And while he's doing so, going for some worker harass. But yeah, there's the scout with the observer. He's just hitting the Banshee here. Yeah, there's nothing to do. He might just wait for the cloak to finish. Oh no, did it actually finish? Yes, it did. Okay, cloak finished, but I think he just saw the observer, and therefore he wasn't getting in again because he knows, like, there's an observer, he can see me anyways. I just want to wait for the Stalkers to go somewhere else before I can go in again with the Banshee. Yeah, on the main base, this looks like we're going to see tanks sooner or later. And this looks like, and oh boy, what a pylon here. I mean, he wants to go for the 3rd base, but the pylon actually is a pretty big scout here. Yeah, and he's like, oh boy, he's in position already, but yeah, he knows that he was flying above the pylon, so he kinda knows, right? Scouting the 3rd base. Widow Mines can't do a thing anyways against it. And something I really like is going on. Extended thermal lens. First Colossus also being started. I really appreciate them going for Colossus over Storm every time. But yeah, third base over here. Do we have a third command center? Nope, we don't. But yeah, we all know 2-base Terran pushes can be pretty scary. The thing is, Thor wasn't really going for a big army or whatever. He has a lot of Widow Mines. His army consists of 7 Widow Mines, 2 Banshees, 1 Hellion, 1 tank, 1 Marine. So it's not like this smaller, let's say 8 to 10 units Marine Marauder ball going across the map with maybe 1 or 2 tanks and 2 Widow Mines, but he was focusing on Widow Mines pretty heavily, and he also wants to go for mech after this. So yeah, there's not going to be a big 2-base push occurring, I feel. But on the other side, Shadowfall now going over with the Observer, going over with the Wall Prism, and yeah, there will be a turret right as he's going to be there. Yeah, and he scouts it. Hallucinated Phoenix dies there. Okay, let's go back to the production tab. Upgrade wise, we have +1 finish for the Protoss. He's going for +1 armor now. Also, Zealot Charge is in the research. I just started. Second Robo coming up. So therefore, potentially double Coloss production. Or the switch to Immortals. Or the switch to... wow. I guess he needs a War Prism there. Where's this War Prism actually? Okay, it's going back home, I think. Yeah, he just wants to have this one being freed. Like, that's the most unlucky thing to go for. But he has such a big lag. Can't he just step above a pylon? Isn't that ridiculous? Also, if the model now... okay, he has set the waypoint, okay. I was about to say, like, every unit that is going out without having a waypoint set will just go and spawn over there. But then, yeah, let's maybe focus on the other side, or at the bottom right there, where we see some red dots on the minimap. Moving over. Thor actually starting his third command center. But let's see what he can do on the other side. Army supply looks pretty much the same. Colossus are there. Do we have an observer with the army here? I don't think so. So yeah. Should be careful with the Widow Mines here. How many observers does he have? Okay, there comes an observer in. Second observer right there in the back. He doesn't see the Widow Mines on the choke. So still there is some potential for big connections. But on the other side, the force here in the back, it can just overwhelm everything there. And the Widow Mine hits on the other side will not really do that much more. So he does not have Blink, I think. But still, this shouldn't be a big problem. He's just going in from both sides. Shadowfall just taking the sandwich position that was given to him by Thor. And there's the GG coming out of the Terran. Shadowfall takes the 1-0 lead for Inaequalis. Welcome to the second map of this series. We're in King's Cove as map 2. And yeah, top left hand corner representing Inaequalis. His name is Siso, or Siso. Blue Zerg right there, going for the hatchery first, gas and pool, standard opener for him. And in the bottom right hand corner, representing the Wolf Slayer Omega team, we have Aelfric. And he was going for, it looks like, the gateway expansion. So, standard things going on either side of the map. Yeah, hatchery finishes. 2 queens might be there. 4 zerglings coming up as well. Everything looks pretty much fine here. So, question is, will we see a Stargate? Answer will be there soon. Will we see a Stargate? Will we? And where will it be? Will we see a Twilight? Will we see a Robo? Okay, we have an Adept coming out. And I think... oh wait. Oh, I was like, okay, he's not building anything anywhere, but then I saw the minimap, guys. He's building a proxy pylon over there, but for a Stargate timing, it feels like it's a little late. So let's see if that actually is going to be the case. Or is it Twilight Council with Dark Shrine follow-up right there in the top as being a hidden tech? No, it's actually going for the Stargate. And it feels pretty late, right? He was going for the wall-off beforehand with no threat at all. I feel the Stargate is pretty late and therefore most likely either... Okay, it could be the case... Oh, a second Stargate. Oh boy. Okay, now it's getting interesting. But still, due to the fact that we don't have anything scouted and we have two gateways over here, Siso might not really expect this that much because he's like, okay, I haven't seen an Oracle coming across the map, I haven't seen any Phoenix killing an Overlord or whatever. And also he's going to the main base. Yeah, and now Twilight Council and Forge are dropped. But this is some sort of a weird timing here. So maybe he should have something in mind. And yeah, I could imagine him having... I don't know, do we have Dark Shrine in mind if we see the Twilight Council here? I mean, it could be a fake, obviously. But yeah, you never know. Nevertheless, Spore Crawlers would be the reaction for both of those. I mean, if he expects Stargate, Spore Crawlers. If he expects DTs, Spore Crawlers. Or potentially Overseers, yes. But yeah, as you see, he's halfway done with the tech. And relying on Overseers will take a little bit longer then. Okay, he's actually going for Mass Oracles. No spores coming up yet. Oh boy, this... I kind of feel Aelfric has a good shot of doing something here. Depending on how long he waits. I mean, how many Oracles does he want to have? And also, how long will it take Siso to walk across the map and attack with the roaches, right? How much time does he take? We have 3 Oracles, 4th one on the way. And I think 6 is the magic number to take out anything he wants. But still, does he have the time to wait that long? And as we see, we don't have a 3rd base, but we have a lot more gateways coming up for Aelfric here. Zealot Charge is on the way. Yeah, it feels like, or he kind of shows that he wants to go for a 3rd, but does he really want to? I'm not so sure, guys. But still, there's no Spore Crawler, not at all. Finally, an Overseer coming in. But that is not going to help him at all against what he's going to face soon. And yeah, I think as soon as Siso sees the Oracles incoming, he would just go and head across the map with all the roaches because there's nothing to defend there. Not at all. Oh, actually he moves out before already. Maybe he's smelling something weird. Yeah, there you go. The depths don't have a chance. Let's take a look at the Oracles. Yeah, Queens obviously don't have a chance as well. But you're not going to win the game with 5 Oracles, right? But you might be winning a game with a lot of roaches. Especially with the wall out there. Actually, the wall of profiting deserved now. Because yeah, there's just one point, he can just bio into that point and can just march through here as long as he wants. Takes out the warp gate so he has more surface area. And on the other side, yes, one of the bases has been taken out, but there's nothing for Aelfric to defend here. So what is he going to do? He's recalling the Oracles. But is there enough energy to fight this? I don't see this one happening. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it. Sooner or later, the pylon goes down. Gateway's unpowered. We have another pylon right there, but workers going down as well. Aelfric dropping workers. He's dropping in terms of army supply. Bile's raining down on top of the mineral line because, yeah, why would you waste a bile on anything else? If, yeah, the oracles don't have any energy anyways. And, yeah, there's nothing going on over there. More Zerglings incoming, and the GG is incoming as well, which means that Siso is taking the 2-0 lead for Inaequalis with this game. And welcome back to our next game. We're here in the third map of this clan war. It will be Kairos Junction, spawning the top left hand corner for the leading team, 2-0, so therefore match point for this guy. It's Ryuzakhi for Inaequalis. And his opponent obviously being the guy who wants to face, or wants to force the fourth game at least, and still keep the chances of his team alive. Here we go with Kostas for the Wolf's Lair Omega team. And yeah, let's see what he has in store. Yeah, Reaper into Marine. So, seems like there's no fast factory follow-up for now. And therefore I expect this to be some sort of a drop play, more or less. But let's see. On the other side, yeah, we have everything going pretty standard. Oh, almost got caught there, but he's trying his best. And there he goes. Yeah, forces this one to stand, but I think since the Zerg mostly goes for a third base pretty fast anyways, this shouldn't be that big of a problem. So, Hellions will be there. And we have a tech lab coming up with the starboard next to it. So will it be Hellions Banshee? I mean, as soon as I was saying there might be a drop, it was kind of clear that there won't be a drop. But yeah, let's see what's actually happening without going for any more wrong predictions here. So we have some Zerglings for Ryuzakhi, 10 more coming in soon. Third base has been taken as well, has one gas there already, which is pretty much an achievement of the Reaper from the beginning of the game. Yeah, Viking is there, and Concussive Shells being chosen as the first upgrade from the tech lab for Kostas. Zerglings moving over to the top right. Maybe aiming for some sort of run by. Hellions are spider sensing this, but they're not going to see the Zerglings, right? Nope. Oh, he is. But, oh man, he really wants to go in right there. I think he should have waited a little bit longer, yeah, and you can see he's not going in. Okay, 6 Hellions are there. The Reaper is there in addition. Yeah, and he's looking for them. And oh boy, down goes all the Zerglings. Good catch here for Kostas, so he eliminates the threat of having a run by. At least the run by that he already knows of. And then, yeah, double Evo Chamber over there for Ryuzakhi. Tier 2 halfway done. Baneling Nest is there as well. And yeah, some Banelings are being warped in already. Kostas in the meantime, yeah, going for the armory. So I guess we're going to see some more factories soon. And potentially Hellbats. Or he just wants to have it for the Hellbats or the Hellions to transform them. And then Stim is on the way. So that actually speaks against more factories. Also, the production of 2 barracks speaks against more factories and more mech play. It's just those units. Oh boy, this is so hard to see. Like, he's just going down At least the binding connections were there, but still it looks like Ryuzakhi still does not have enough. The Marauder's doing a really good job slowing down everything, oh boy. And yeah, he now decides to go for the hatchery, I think. But still, he's in a pretty decent spot. One medivac is there. Okay, the Viking not doing a thing at all. Okay, but he's going to take out the third base no matter what. And even if he loses anything, he's delaying the Zerg player such a big amount here. And you can see he's just taken out that many Zerglings and Banelings that is actually worth losing all the army here. Not only for the base, but also for the units that he was taking with him. But then, overall situation, we have a lead of 9 workers for the Terran. We have 2 bases each, with Ryuzakhi taking the third obviously. He also has an okay creep spread, 4 active tumors are in here, 1 more at the bottom. And he's out with some Zerglings. But what can he do against the wall of with Marines behind that? Should be Banelings then, if he wants to do something. But yeah, it seems like Kostas has some idea in mind what might be coming at him. Bunkers are there, even if he blows up the wall off, I think. Yeah, Kostas might be fine. I mean, he might be supply blocked, but he will have enough units to defend then. And yeah, he's going for +1/+1. Combat shields also coming up. On the other side, the Baneling nest is researching. Where is it actually? There. Centrifugal hooks for the Baneling speed. And also, we have the Hydralisk Den coming up. Okay, drop starting for Kostas now. What is there? Okay, we have a Viking at the top. That is going to be taken out by the Queen. Not getting this Overlord taken out. But then, let's see. Like, we have 16 Marines on the way over. And there's not really that much for his opponent. Oh, the depot is not raised. We have a tank there actually doing something at least. But will it be enough? There's 1 Marine trying to shoot his heart out. But that's it. Like, 1 tank at the bottom also trying to do something. But then at the same time, yeah, we have this creep spread being taken out, and what is there to defend? Ryuzakhi is at 28 supply and 28 Zerglings are in production, and this looks pretty good for Kostas already. Some of the Zerglings produced immediately being taken out by this hit squad. And I think it's safe to say that this base is not going to survive at all. At least some drones did, and he can build this base on the other side, but will this one survive then? I mean, he lost, what is it? Actually, he's leaving some Marines behind. So yeah, they should have just been taken with the rest of it, and it would be 1 Marine then. Still, taking a look at the numbers kind of indicates that we have Kostas in a pretty commanding lead. His worker count isn't ideal on 3 bases. We'll give it to him here, but yeah. +1/+1 is finished, +2/+2 just started, +1 vehicle weapons also started, and 3 more barracks being started as well, while we have him starting to push out with double the army supply. So yeah, let's see what he can do. 2 tanks are in there, they're helping, or actually 3, 1 was way there in the back. And yeah, tanks obviously help a lot in this fighting situation. Nice transfuse at least, but the creep spread is going to be taken out there no matter what. But where is he going to take position? Sieging forward slowly but steady with the tanks. That's a good move. But Baneling's rolling in. Can he split nicely? And oh, the tanks blow up there, but I think the split was, yeah, not the best I have seen, but it was nice enough to just take out everything here. And yeah, this base might be going down in just a second as well. 2 Overlords are under pressure. Can he take them out? At least, oh, he's not taking them for now. Scan goes down on the high ground, wants to see if there's anything waiting for him, but reinforcements also joining the battle now. Kostas closing the gap, putting Ryuzakhi down to 3 bases again. And down goes Ryuzakhi with this one. Like, there's no chance to take this anyways. GG by Ryuzakhi, and Wolfslayer's Kostas forces at least the 4th game for this one. Game 4 will be played on Port Alexander. In the top left hand corner as the Red Zerg, representing Inaequalis. Here we go with Satik. Going for the hatchery into gas and pool, which is scouted already. And then let's go over to the bottom right, guys. We have a player right there representing Wolfslayer Omega. He wants to force the Acematch right now, since his teammate Kostas already gave him the possibility of playing even. So therefore, he wants to force the Acematch right now. And his name is foryard. And he's the green Protoss for this one. Samadati's core on the way. So yeah, you see gateway expansion for foryard. I mean, that will be a weird thing to say for foryard all the time. Maybe I should call him yard, and that's it. But yeah, second gas about to finish. Drones are there, probes are there. On the other side, no speed yet. No speed? Will it be a fast Lair? No, there's kind of a weird timing. I mean, he had the resources to do so quite a while, and I don't really know why you would, if you have in mind that you want to go for speedlings, then why delay it? I mean, there also was no scout. It was not like there was a probe next to it and he wanted to go, or wanted to have it go away or kill it. There was just nothing. No seeable reason to have this delayed. But yeah, then tech choices wise, we have foryard going for the Stargate and a Void Ray. Oh boy. So is he expecting some roach push here? Is he expecting some Nidus? Or does he just think that Void Rays are the non-plus-ultra unit to go for now? I can't tell you guys. But actually, thinking about the Nidus Thought, that could be a thing. I mean, we're watching players here like on, let's say lower Masters level and high Diamond level, whatever you might want to say. And at that level, maybe you think about other things than just your mechanics and the standard builds, and you want to save your stuff by doing the same things. Maybe you don't have the mechanical capabilities of a player like, I don't know, Zest or whatever, Sue, and you just want to go for the safe thing. And therefore, he's just going for the Void Ray. Wait, doesn't he get it? Okay, he's recalling the Adept, okay. I mean, is he? What is he afraid of? Okay, Overseer. Wow, is this... What a big call here. I mean, if I see a Nidus coming up soon, right? Then this is the biggest of call to go for the Void Ray. Zergling's going over now. We have some roaches as well. But we don't have a Nidus. I mean, we have roach speed coming up. But still, that's a big thing with the Void Ray. So yeah, just play what pleases your play style. Like, if you have the Void Ray and you're feeling safe with it, and you know you can defend roaches with it, then that's your go for. And you don't want to go for any additional Phoenix or whatever to take out anything, because we all know Void Rays also pretty much take out Overlords. Easy peasy. So yeah, we know. Oh, there it is. There's the Nidus actually. So it's coming up. But we also have pylons all over the place. But where's the Void Ray? It is there, so it might be there in time. And the model is there as well. I think he should be fine if the Nidus pops up. But let's wait for it, guys. I mean, how many roaches do we have? It's 11 roaches, 5 queens. 5 queens also is quite a big number. And there we go. Night is starting. Void Ray flying in. Work is being pulled immediately. It's halfway done. Will it get through? I mean, the armor is ridiculous, we all know that, but here we go. It's denied. Nidus Swarm detected. Right there in front of the third base. The Overseer just doing his job, going across all the positions. And I guess there will be another Nidus right here. In the back, right? And yeah, third base. No chance to hold, guys. And yeah, he knows. He's just taking everything back, cancels the buildings, and yeah, he knows what time it is. It's time to salute to the Zerg, but let's see if Satik is going to get through with it. Knight is coming up over here as well, but will he actually jump out of there? Nope, he does not. Okay. I was kind of afraid that he was doing, or that he would be doing it. Nevertheless, I think the Protoss defense isn't ideal with just Zealots. Or with more or less just Zealots. Obviously they're protecting the Immortal. Okay, that's just the assimilator going down. They're protecting the Immortal, but it's not the ideal unit to go for, right? So foryard is actually finding himself in a pretty rough spot here. Still, I mean, he wants to win, his opponent wants to win, but I think foryard now is in a really bad situation to do so. Some more Zealots are coming in, we have 2 Immortals, and he needs the Zealots to go up front. The Void Ray finally starting to help, but the Zealots not moving at all, because there is a Changeling, and therefore they were denied. Still, 1 Immortal standing. And we have the queens going down one after the other finally, after, yeah, no more meat shield was there. So foryard actually holds this, but at what cost, guys? I mean, he lost his third base. There still is another Nidus coming up. And also he lost a lot of his stuff. Okay, that actually is cancelled. Okay, second Immortal joining again for foryard. And yeah, the Immortal in front of his base is still there, and he's pressured. Hydras are joining the battle as well, and with losing the Cybernetics core, that's a pretty rough thing to do. We have Immortals and Void Rays now being the choice for foryard, and he wants to defend right there. He has no... Oh, now I see something else. We have DTs coming in, and that could be the magical thing to actually hold here. Where's the DT? 2 of them. Oh, the DTs are on the other side of the map, but they're scouted because they're spores. Oh boy, that's not what you want to have if you're foryard. But 3 Immortals is something you want to have in addition to the Void Ray here. So let's see what he can actually do. He's focusing the Hydras to get rid of them for the Void Ray to be free, but the Void Ray goes down. Will it be enough? Satik is at 70 army supply? What's going on here? But yeah, we have Archons coming out now. He should put the Archons in front of the Immortals though, and he does right now. Doesn't lose the third Immortal there. And yeah, Satik again goes back through the Nidus. Yeah, but what do we see here? It's taking out the creep at least. And the Nidus is used again. Satik wants to go for another push, but will it be a good choice? One of the Archons just going low pretty fast. 4 Immortals are there though, and the shield battery not doing anything, but he can't push in here. That's something I have to admit. You don't want to push into this. Shield batteries in the behind the 4 Immortals. Okay, just push one of them back, and I think he will be able to hold here. Yeah, you can see, like, do you really want to fight Immortals in a situation where you have shield batteries in the back of them? And yeah, I can see that this is going to be the case. But you see this? DT is in the main base again. And he's just going for the workers, it seems like. Doesn't really care about the Spore for now. Let's take down the Queen. Loses his War Prism though, but he's losing 20 workers already. Oh, boys. Yeah, just don't run into Spore Crawler range, I guess. Or just take out all the units beforehand. He's not really caring. Oh, he could have microed that 1DT, but can he take out more? I mean, he's taken the worker lead now. Foryard has taken the worker lead. He was fighting on 2 bases, trying to defend the Niduses all over the place. Satik was throwing everything at him. And now, the Protoss finds himself in a situation where he starts +3 attack, where he has the 3rd base at least on the way. But what is Satik going to do? Is he going for another push? He's going for 1-1 upgrades right now. So in that regard, he's pretty far behind. And yeah, what will we see? What is Satik's follow-up now? Overseers, Hydras, some Roaches, Ravagers? I mean, we all know that Immortals are there, and Roach Ravager and Hydras can get tricky at some point, and I think that point is over already. So he really needs to do something, and I think what should it be? Like the air transition? Would be kind of risky because he needs more units. Still, yeah, Foryard now has the better spot. I mean, his army isn't bigger than his opponent's, but this is the quality and quantity thing. Like, if you have the better army, I mean, you can have the smaller army, but way better units, and you'll be fine. And I think that's the situation we're in right now. I think a little bit more meat shield would be pretty nice, maybe a second Arcan or whatever. But still, I feel like that's alright with Foryard for now. And yeah, he sees the Overseer at the back, and we have the Nidus popping up. So let's see how this fight is going to go. Yeah, the Bile's not hitting a thing. There actually wasn't anything, but yeah, let's see if that is going to be enough. Some Zealots coming in from the side, and I think, oh boy, the Immortals are just overtaking everything here. Yeah, this Knight is not going to survive any longer, but one more is going to be started in the middle of the base here. And the DTs will be taking that one. Another Knight is coming down at the 3rd base. Man, Satik is really trying. But what is the goal of this? I mean, will he be successful by getting through one of these? No, that is not going to be successful. There will be another one in the middle of the map, but that's the scary thing here. Immortals approaching the 4th base of Satik, and that is more than safe to go down. Should lose the Observer though, but does it. But yeah, taking out the 4th base is easy, and also, yeah, he could just recall if needed, right? So what is Satik going to do now? Taking another 4th base, okay. He doesn't want to go for more attacks. Or at least he doesn't want to all in right now, because he lost his 4th base. He wants to go for another one. He wants to go and get something done. But yeah, we have a Protoss at 3-0 attack. Still, Satik is also going for the 2-2 upgrades. So slowly but steady he's going to get in and get something done. But this force looks pretty small and it looks pretty surrounded. So Satik is going to lose everything right there. The Immortal's coming in from the back. And yeah, there's no Observer there. Does he have an Observer? Nope, he does not. But I think he's just going to stay there. Or will he? Maybe not. But he's building 2 Observers at least. Yeah, and he unburrows. But then, yeah, the army wasn't that far off. Cannon survives, army goes down. Satik have the army supply, but has a pretty damn good work account. Also takes this one to the left again, so you will have 5 bases in theory, but will they really come up? That's the question here. Other than that, we have no tier 3 tech for Satik, so he will have 2-2 upgrades, but he's not going to be able to go any further. And Foryard is on his march over to the left hand side. yeah, sees the probes going over, so he might have the glimpse of there being another fourth base in the bottom left. But also he knows there's long distance mining, which means most likely there's no hatchery finished already. And there we go, beautiful storms on the choke point. Pretty late reaction there by Satik, and he's just taking out the base. Storms going down again, and I think we're on the edge, guys. Satik is going to lose so much stuff here. 23 workers went down already. We have the observer for the high ground vision. He will, I think foryard is just going to go down and fight the army. Just send over something to take out the fourth base here. It actually finishes and goes down instantly. Whopping behind the fourth base, which is a lot of DTs, which will be taken over to the main base. And then, yeah, this army will show up at the fourth or second base, somewhat in between, and will force a fight over there. The DTs in the main base, they're just straight going for the hive here, for the lair, sorry. And yeah, then let's see how this is going to end up. Here we go, guys. This might be the last battle. The workers don't want to fight there, but they're going to get hit by this storm, and I think Satik is going down as he calls the GG, with foryard taking this game and forcing the ace match. For our ace match, right here we are on Automaton. Top right hand corner representing Wolf's Lair. He was taking one of the wins for the team, and now he's back for the ace. Kostas as the Teal Terran. And over in the bottom left hand corner, here we go with the Inaequalis player being chosen for the acer. This is Siso, or Siso, the red Zerg in this game. And yeah, hatchery, gas pool opening here. Reaper expansion, what it looks like, will be the case in the top right. And yeah, you see, Siso actually scouting the bottom route there. Maybe afraid of some proxy barracks here and not sending a second overload across the map straight. But yeah, it's the standard opener. Kostas not going for any big shenanigans here, just wants to get this done. So, what do we see? 2 queens, some zerglings, third base. Everything looks pretty standard for Siso here. And then the Reaper comes in. We'll see some zerglings. Might not get anything done. The queen is about to finish, as yeah, the timing occurs almost all the time. So therefore, let's just see. Can he get a zergling? That might be a high thing to do so. But the queen comes out and he just leaves as expected. Oh, cancels a creep tumor. That's something at least. At least some energy being wasted, and also the energy was no inject. So yeah, first little win there for Kostas, I would say. Yeah, Marine scouting for the overload to come in, which is not the case here because it's still right there at the bottom. And then what do we see as a follow-up? It's Hellions, it's the starport, and we have the tech lab, so potentially a Banshee and Hellbats. Hellions, let's see. Let's wait if there will be an armory or not. But yeah, he's starting to saturate the second base. And what do we see in Siso's side? Speed about to finish, which feels kinda late. Is it though? I don't know. It feels late. So, bendingness being there as well. And yeah, both players going for this ace with a pretty defensive approach, conservative play, like standard build orders, no shenanigans really going on. I mean, yes, we had a Reaper, but the Reaper is standard, right? But yeah, taking out the creep tumor actually was a nice catch there. But that's everything Kostas was doing for now. But now he's moving out. And yeah, he's closing the gate instantly after everything has left. Because he saw the Zerglings out there, you don't want to get run by'd. And scouts for the positions that are obviously being positioned with the Zergling in there. But oh boy, we have a lot of Zerglings coming up here. 20 more actually being in production. Run by set to the top left. But there's a Viking actually. It would be very, very coincidental if you just would run underneath the Viking. But yeah, let's see. The move out is real for Kostas. 6 Hellions and the Reaper. Zergling's not going to achieve anything over there. But then, let's take a look at this, guys. But 6 Queens against 6 Hellions, I think we know how that is going to end up. It's the Hellions going away. Or the Queens are not doing a thing. Oh, but there's enough Banelings, right? So let's see, and Zerglings as well. So yeah, he shouldn't follow off creep. Oh, he actually follows far out on the creep. I think Siso should have just pulled back after stepping off creep. He also had no queens in the fight, which obviously would have helped. He was not sending in his Zerglings to the other side. There was, I don't know, felt kind of off a bit. I mean, it was kind of clear that the Hellions that were still there would easily be able to kite Banelings without speed off creep, right? So therefore, yeah, I'm not really that sure why he was going for it. Nice go! Another go with the Hellions, and now they should finally go down. But 2 Hellions, 2 Banelings being traded for the Hellions there. Also not the best of trades if you have surrounded those already. Still, let's see what's going on. Siso is at 50 workers now, going for 4 additional ones. And he's going to the other side with having 2 Link squads over there. 3rd command center is on the way over. Will be scouted immediately by the Zerglings though. And the only thing Kostas has for now seems to be Marines, right? Some medivacs and a tank coming up. But it's not there yet. And actually he lands this one despite seeing a red dot on the minimap. But yeah, maybe he didn't really care. Yeah, some workers going down, Zerglings doing something there, but then they're finally forced to get away. Oh, these depots being opened, so let's see what these Zerglings can achieve over here. 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. And now they're finally going down, I guess 6 workers going down in total, okay. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy here by Kostas to leave the depots open, but that happens, guys. I mean, don't forget that we're in the amateur series here. I mean, we have the best players of the teams, potentially, with them being chosen for the ace match. But still, this is not the pro series, or this is not an IM final or whatever. Still, these are pretty good players, but you can see, like, there are some flaws in there still. So, Medivac's going across the map. Yeah, even takes out the changelings, goes to the main base with the rest of them. 2 Zerglings over there, not going to do a thing. Zergling Baneling right there, standing at the 3rd. So let's see what those Marines are going to do. It will be take out some workers, right? Yeah, quite a few there. And I guess we're going to see the lift kind of soon. Hydras are there, trying to take out as many. Losing a medivac there was a little bit too much, I feel. I think Kostas should have just turned around a little bit earlier. I mean, it was pretty obvious that he wasn't able to take out the Lair. But yeah, he was just staying there. Maybe he was comfortable in his position of his army, and therefore he was like, okay, I can just stay here and do something. But that wasn't the case. But overall, I feel like both players are pretty much on the same page here. Army supply looks pretty equal. Worker supply looks equal. The thing is, +1/+1 is finished for Kostas. And Siso is moving out now, but I think he will wait for the upgrades to finish, right? It's just a few more seconds. I'm not sure why he's already going in here. He should actually leave this fight alone, but he's losing so many Zerglings before +1/+1 finishes. Oh boy. That is a little bit... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing here. If you just wait a few more seconds, yes, you might have lost the position there. But still on the other side, you keep your Zerglings alive. You also don't fight in a bad position where your units go down anyways, no matter of the upgrades. And yeah, you just save them to get the upgrades with the units and then have the better units. But yeah, that's not the case right now. Kostas having +2 upgrade. Yeah, it's not that far from finishing here. Taking out some creep. And takes a position right here. But he's not going to run down the choke, I guess. Oh boy, but Siso is running up the choke point right there with all these Hydras. And I think he's going to overwhelm what's on top of this. So the Swarm is just taking this. And yeah, he's like, okay, you cleared some creep, right? I have like 6 queens. And there will be creep spread no matter what. And then let's take a look at this. 4th base. Should be planetary, but isn't soon. Tanks being sieged now. But is it enough to actually do anything here? 3 tanks, 4th tank also being there. And yeah, he wants to start mining over here. Also a choice as the Terran that you can easily make. You have command centers you can lift again later on. So you can just mine the gold minerals potentially and then fly it over later to take the gases. Or you can just, I don't know, build another command center over here, and then when the gold minerals are empty, you can just take this command center and fly it over to the right, or what would be more likely the top, and take another base. Okay, scan goes down in the main base. He sees the lair at the hive going down. But the army supply is so close, like you can see, these players seem to match pretty nicely in terms of skill or in terms of level of play. Yeah, nice sensor tower move here. Building 2 of those. And actually taking out the Banes, at least some of them, for free. What's that? A drop coming in to the bottom. That is going to look pretty bad for Siso right here. You should just pull the probes. Yeah. But it will lose the base. And Kostas, taking somewhat of a lead, is finally going for concussive shells after like almost 30 minutes into the game. But yeah, more reinforcements coming in for the Terran. He has +2/+2 finished, +2 ship weapons on the way as well. So what else is going to be there? Tanks should be unsieged, and that's what he's doing. So let's see how this attack to the 4th base is actually going to matter. I mean, the position looks pretty good with the tanks right there. There's a choke point in front of it. It could work out pretty nicely for Kostas. Also, he does not have that many medivacs, so that is surprising to me. But oh boy, you see all this tank fire, but will it be enough? Siso is just moving in. He's just taking out all the tanks because there's no more meat shield left for Kostas. And all the bio units just go down one after the other. Tanks being exploding to the banelings. And yeah, we freed up this one. And yeah, actually I forgot to put in the score at the bottom, but I did it right now. So yeah, let's see. Kostas being attacked by Siso, just going up the choke, but is that actually the right move to do so? Maybe he felt like it was a way better fight than it actually was. And yeah, he felt like he could counterattack, which yeah, wasn't really the case. I mean, obviously there always is the possibility, but sometimes it's just a possibility, and as soon as you arrive, it's too late. And now we see the switch to Ultralisks for Siso. Zergling, Adrenal Glands also on the way. Okay, he's actually going in. The Baning is getting okay hits, but there's just too many tanks and there's nothing to protect the Hydras. so he has to leave. Okay, he's gathering his army on the left hand side again. Some workers going down left and right. Some more drops going down at the bottom for Kostas. And this base finally being taken down here. Okay, lifts everything he can. Okay, let's take a breath here. This base will be replaced, obviously. This base has not been taken yet. Also, he's creeping down, or up. Actually, he's creeping up the left-hand side of the map, which is a good thing, because he, depending on how the medivacs go, he will be able to see them before they arrive in the main base. And, yeah, let's see. Yeah, 3 medivacs. Could be scouted, but he's not moving. He's not moving at all. He didn't see them. And now he does. Now he... No, he did not. He was just moving the army randomly, and now he has his opponent inside of his main base, and the hive is under pressure. I think that is going to go down. That's a pity, because that also limits the tech that he has, and Zerglings coming in, being taken down one after the other, and he's just boosting out after losing a very low number of units. Taking out the hive tech. That's a big one. Because we also have +3 not finished, right? Not even started. I mean, he had enough time to actually start +3 upgrades. And I think he should have done that a little earlier, because now he's going to be delayed by such a big amount of time. Okay, and he will be lifting again. Hydras are waiting there, I guess. Oh, but it's only one Hydra. So yeah, he might not be the one unloading the medivacs, but he could just fly past that, sending the green one in front of them. But then at the same time, we have Kostas going in to the next angle here. Yes, the unit squad to the top might be taken down. Okay, we have him microing that one. The tanks though, oh boy, the tanks will do big harm to all these ultras. And another base has been taken down. This one at the bottom though has been replaced. But what is Siso going to do? He's trying to find an angle, was thinking about going in from behind, but the number of tanks is ridiculous. And does he want to go in here? I think at some point he has to, right? So what is he going to do? He just sends up the ultras, but he's leaving half of his army behind. Now finally going and trying to get in. Banelings will connect to the tanks, but will he be able to take out everything here? Kostas still having a pretty big army lead, but still, this looks like a defense for our Zerg player. But still, yeah, main base was going down, the drop was going back in there. He's taken out the Hydra den, and he's... oh boy. This is so much damage being dealt by Kostas. And can Siso come back from this? He's down 20 workers and 80 army supply, guys. That's quite a lot. He was going for a 4th base after losing the one to the center. He also was going for the Lair, at least, after losing the hive in the main base. But what is there to build for Siso? He doesn't have a big bank. He has a lot of gas. But yeah, what to go for? Infestors? To use the gas, to spend the gas somehow? Yeah, might not be the best thing. Yeah, three hatcheries actually being on the way, with this one instantly being cancelled, or not even being cancelled. It's just lost. And I think Siso is on the ropes. It's like Kostas setting up the big punch to get the KO out of Siso. This base going down as well. Banelings now rolling in from the left hand side, but will it be enough? He's just exploding into the Marauders, and we all know that Marauder connections are not good for Banes. And Siso just GG's this game. Kostas, after the Wolf's Lair actually was down 2 maps, Kostas now takes the Acematch, and the Wolf's Lair will advance to the run of 8.